Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Oh yeah. Now a lot of people say this is where we get into the meat of it. Episode 4, a lot of people say is like one of the hypest episodes. I think. I might be mistaken. I'm not 100% on that.
It's the final selection test or whatever, so...
Yes. So, with this...
So I completely missed them talking about last episode because my ADD is just that bad, so...
Well, plus you were really tired last time.
I noticed it when I was editing it, though, so...
Plus you were really tired last time.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember.
And also, Nick's fairly tired as well with this recording session because men had 2 shows in a row in 2 nights. And
I at least slept pretty decently, but like I can't hardly move now. So
yeah, my neck's feeling it because I was at one of the shows and couldn't help myself but to like headbang aggressively. And now my neck is just like, oh, I'm gonna make you pay for that today.
See, I was going to try not to be, like, as aggressive with the headbanging at our second show, because I knew I was already sore.
But
when I saw the crowd, like, actually, like, being kind of a large crowd for what we normally play, and they were pretty into it already, I kind of just did it anyways.
Well, yeah,
so,
I mean...
I tried to set this down here earlier, and I was just like,
Well, that's Asheville for you, dude.
Trying to bend over to set it down, so...
Well, that's Asheville, dude. I mean, some sites in Asheville love their metal.
Well, we played there once before, and the crowd wasn't quite as into it. So, but I was like, yeah. So this is the second time we played here. Who all caught us the first time? And nobody raised their hands. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay. Well, hopefully y'all like us.
I think that's the most compliments I ever got at one show. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of dudes that were like, you guys fucking shred, and like, hell yeah, dude, that was sick.
Hell yeah,
the
bro.
vocalist from the Sign band that we were opening for was like, dude. Like, you have, like, crazy control, and you sound really good. And I was like, thank you, man. Hell yeah.
He does. He does have crazy control. You should hear him scream. It's actually quite a experience. No, that's not you screaming. That's you emulating it, but
You're talking about, like, my highs and shit?
Oh, I'm talking about, like, when you let loose. I'm just out there in the crowd just like, Jesus, that's the same Nick I know? It's like he's a monster up there, man. It's like he's summoned a demon.
It's my other self.
Yes. I know. Ain't that right, Arson?
Mm-hmm. I actually have a song with Paradoxum called My Other Self that's both based off of Persona 5 and the fact that I have a stage persona that's a lot different than I am in person. So,
well, yeah, I mean, Danzig has an on-stage persona. A lot of people like him when he's up on stage, and then when he's not on stage, he's just an asshole.
I feel like a lot of people think I'm an asshole because I don't say much to them, but it's just literally me being awkward. So.
Well, you see the difference between, you social awkwardness is nothing new, man. I mean, you have an introverted personality, but you have an extroverted presentation. You seem up on stage, whenever you're up on stage, you seem like you'd be a very, like, sociable guy, easy enough to get with, but truth is, I mean,
everything I'm saying on stage is like rehearsed, like extremely, like, ridiculously a lot in my head and everything, and like in practice and stuff. So yeah, it's like completely different than when I try to talk to you in conversation, and my brain just goes and just blanks.
Well, thankfully you at least get a you at least have you at least can talk to people after you get to know them a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you do open up to people.
I have a hard time getting to know people because it's hard to keep a conversation going with someone to start with unless they can help me out with it, basically. So
you just need to wear a shirt that says "Initiate conversation, socially awkward." I am socially awkward.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that needs to be a shirt.
Or just be like, I'm a shy, quiet person. Please talk to me. I will talk back.
Yes. All right. Well, Demon Slayer.
Makes it difficult with dating because, like, I really don't know how I've had as many girlfriends as I've had. I think back to, like, how did that happen? And I don't know.
I mean, probably natural bravado, dude.
Kyra was more quiet than I was, so I had to try really hard to get Kyra to actually open up and talk to me, and that's the hardest I think I've ever put forth the effort to have conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
It was like we went bowling with friends, and she was just quiet as crap and shy the whole time. And then finally, like, she started like talking to me a bit more when we went to get food after bowling. So,
you know, some people, they got to be you have to be personal with them, 1-to-1, and then they'll open up more to like your group of friends. But yeah, that being said, though, Demon Slayer episode 4, the final selection. We have it queued up here, and once again, as you all know, Sony Music of Japan's a bunch of dicks, so if you're watching this and you are not able to see the footage, there's a reason why. However, you will be able to watch a version of this that does include the footage. It is in the description down below. Like, that's going to be all over the video, so feel free to check that out. And also, you know, feel free to check out the uncut versions of this on our Patreon as well. I mean, checking it out on there helps us out a whole lot. But anyway, everybody, I guess, yeah, let's get into it. This is Demon Slayer, Episode 4, Final Selection.
俺が勝った理由、月の糸の匂いが分かるようになったからだ。糸は俺の刃から相手の隙に繋がっていて、見えた瞬間、ピンと張る。俺の刃は強く引かれて隙を切り込む。
He just shows back up out of nowhere.
You did it.
Been watching the whole time.
お前を最終選別に行かせるつもりはなかった。もう子供が死ぬのを見たくなかった。
Huh?
よく頑張った。最終選別、必ず生きて戻れ。わしも妹もここで待っている。
どうしたんですか、こんなに。
すべての修行を終えた祝いだ。
Anime food has no business looking as good as it always does when I can't eat it.
There's one movie that has food in it that looks as good as anime food, and that is the movie
You know what?
Chef.
Same thing for Anime Girl.
You know, you're right.
I said it.
Yeah, you're right. Clipping the locks. I guess he's not used to having long hair.
Long hair is a source of power.
Sure thing, Samson.
お前のような食べ盛りは食った分だけ力もつくし、体も大きくなる。だが、それは鬼も同じ。基本的に鬼の強さは人を食った数だ。お前ももっと鼻が利くようになれば、鬼が何人食ったかわかるだろう。悪女の面という、お前を災いから守るようにとまじないをかけておいた。
From the inside of it, it doesn't look like it has any eye holes to see out of.
必ずここに帰ってくるからな。
わしはしっかり見ておいてやる。
はい、ありがとうございます。
Oh, I guess it's got one of those side of your head masks.
No, I think it's one that...
サビトとマコモによろしく。
炭治郎、なぜお前が死んだあの子たちの名を知っている。
I guess he didn't know about them being there and ghosted.
No, I think... Effectively, they trained him so that he could succeed. And the old man didn't know about it. Oh. There's quite a few of them. Damn. Kid's intense.
こんなにいるのか。
今宵は視察隊最終選別にお集まりください。
Creepy.
ありがとう。
Creepy anime twins.
この藤重ね山には鬼殺の剣士様方が生け捕りにした鬼が閉じ込められており、山の麓から中腹にかけて鬼どもの嫌う藤の花が一年中狂い咲いているからでございます。この中で7日間生き抜く、それが最終選別の合格条件でございます。
7 days? Holy hell.
7日間生き残ることだけを考えよう。鬼は活動できなくなるし。
Well, I guess that means he's just got to hunt.
I guess it's a good point. Once the sun comes up, you'll be safer.
Woo! Oh, look at this dude. Another one. Oh. Head.
I'm wondering if he gave him that kind of sword.
There you go. Breathe, kid. Ooh. Oh.
That's cool.
I guess that is a special kind of sword.
Unless they get back up all of a sudden.
Don't rest on your laurels, kid.
Okay,
They're
yeah,
done.
so-
I think the water thing that spawned out of it might be something that goes with it.
鬼の急所は首。しかし通常の刃物で首を切っても殺すことはできない。その名を日輪刀という。
Nichirin. The kid poop himself? Whoa.
Oh hell.
Big boy. That's a big mother.
炭治郎、あいつに勝てるかな。
わからない。
Oh god. Oh hell, he already killed someone. Damn. Oh, he's protecting his neck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't really look like he has a neck to hit.
No, he's protecting it. He's got two arms wrapped around it.
Yep.
And he gets bigger and strong. Okay.
Yep. He doesn't look particularly fast, at least.
Oh, there we go. That's what that is.
It doesn't have to be fast because his attack is fast.
Momoko and oh.
今は大正時代だ。
また俺がこんなところに閉じ込められている間に鱗だ姫鱗だ姫
どうして鱗滝さんを
知ってるさ俺を捕らえたのは鱗滝だからな忘れもしない47年前
鬼狩り江戸時代
嘘だそんなに長く生きてる鬼はいないはずだ藤の花の牢獄で50人は食ったなガキども
Shit.
でお前で14だ俺が食った鱗滝の弟子の数だよあいつの弟子はみんな殺してやるって決めてるんだ珍しい毛色のガキだったな一番強かったもう一人は花柄の着物で女のガキだった
殺されていた
目印なんだよその狐の面がな鱗滝が殺したようなもんだこれを言った時女のガキは泣いて怒ってたな手足を引きちぎってそれから
Don't get angry.
落ち着け炭治郎呼吸が乱れている
That would knock the wind out of you. Coward.
Not even trying to help him. Even though he saved your life.
You at least return the favor by hooking a rock at his back or something.
Yeah. Nezuko. No, one of his brothers.
避けた俺の首はシシゲのガキでも切れなきゃってがね
Shit. Breathe. Oh.
止め損なった。
炭治郎は誰よりも固く大きな岩を切った男だということ。
Oh.
弾かれた。全集中。水の呼吸。
There you go. Remember your training, kid. You got it. Here's the opening.
Ooh, got him.
Oh, man. I see what people were saying about this is the one where things turn up. God, have mercy.
Bit, yeah.
That was good, though, man. That was really good.
It's a very fast-paced episode.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's arguably the fastest-paced episode we've got.
It's like I felt like we started it a couple minutes ago and it's already over.
Oh, no, I know. That's the blinding pace that this episode put on it. Holy hell. I mean, Tanjiro just showing off, man. Just showing up and just kicking ass.
Is the credit sequence 2 minutes long, or could there be an after credits?
Well, let's take a look and see.
It's probably just a preview for the next one, actually, now that I think about it.
Let's see. Commercial, preview. Yeah, that's preview for the next episode. So, yeah. Whew. Gosh. He beat the demon. He beat the demon that killed Momoko and, what's his name?
I'm bad with names, so.
Damn. Because I know they said his name earlier. Let's see. Say hello to... where is it? Here it is. Sabito.
Yeah.
Sabito and Makomo. Makomo. Sabito and Makomo. So, looks like he got revenge for his fellow students. And he finally slayed the demon that that Orokodaki forced there. Damn. It shows you that kid's got something.
Hmm.
Shit. I mean, I think it's awesome that he finally got revenge for them. Not only that, but he's also sort of found his way of slaying demons that is effective. I mean, the water style sword. I think that's going to be his primary attack style.
Water dragon jutsu.
Kind of. I think maybe that's the thing. Maybe
saying water style makes me think
maybe
of
it's an elemental thing per person. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe his primary style is water. I mean, it seems to be effective so far. I mean, he's killed so far 3 demons with it.
The technique was taught by the dude to the others, I'm assuming, too, because she was telling him about that style whenever she was correcting him on some of the stuff he was doing and everything. So, I mean,
probably.
It's not necessarily that it's just him, it's just that he got trained to surpass where even Sabito, who was probably his most powerful previous student, was at. So he said, he cut the largest
and strongest boulder. Yeah. And
so, I mean, he's gotten the most powerful before he went to that selection out of the previous students, I guess. So he's the one with the best chance.
I guess so. I mean,
I wonder if he has any other students that just managed to avoid that guy while they were there and just made it through.
I don't know. I really don't know.
He's the first one of his students to make it through it.
I mean, given what we've seen so far, I mean, I guarantee he has had other students. For instance, the guy that he originally encountered that suggested him to Orokodaki, the guy who put the bamboo shoot in Nezuko's mouth.
I guess he did make it sound like he was his student as well.
Probably. I guess so. I guess maybe he is his student, but I don't know. That being said, I mean, it could be he's heard about the closest demon slayer trainer in the area. I don't know, but given the history of him sending students into that forest, he was reluctant to train Tanjiro, because Tanjiro seemed to have a good head on his shoulders and he seemed to have the best intentions on slaying demons. But, I mean, I guess, I don't know, man. I mean, there's so much to decipher with this. There's so many things that I don't know. I would like to say that Tanjiro...
I also wonder if they're hinting that Orokodaki is really fucking old, too.
I would say he probably is.
If you put that demon in there during the Edo period, I don't know how long that would have to be for it to be... He said it's changed to another period since it's been there. So it's changed periods twice. I don't know how long the Japanese periods lasted for.
Let's see. Okay. The Taisho period. So the Taisho period is... That is sometime after the Edo period. I think it's 50, maybe 60 years after the Edo period. And the Edo period is considered one of the feudal era peaks.
So Edo was between 1603 and 1868. So it's 200 years.
Yeah. The Taisho. Look up Taisho period. Taisho. I'm wondering how much...
1912 to 26.
So 1912 to 1926. So this is right as the industrial era is kicking off. The Edo period is considered the most feudal era, one of the most the feudal era of Japan that led into the Industrial Revolution in Japan, where they were able to produce steel at a much higher rate.
So technically, this is not as long ago in history as I figured it would have been.
Yeah, I'd say this is you got to remember, dude. I mean, it wasn't until the Dutch came in that they actually started to have European sciences brought in and really leapt their culture forward in terms of what they understood about technology and everything. Because you got to remember,
it's actually kind of crazy how far ahead it seems like technology leaped to worldwide between 1900 and 1940.
Oh, dude!
In 40 years,
You got to think we went from
it went from horse-drawn carriages in 1900 to fucking tanks in World War II. And
not only that, but also
1940s.
Very fast cars. You got to remember the first cars were steam-driven cars.
That was in the 20s, right?
Oh no! Some steam-driven cars could be discovered as far back as the 1870s, 1880s. Okay. But you got to think they were treasures of the upper class.
It's rich people stuff.
Yeah. Whereas when Stanley and Henry Ford started to create the first modern cars that were available to the public, I mean, that's when the automotive industry just took off. That's when you had Buick, Chevrolet, you had Mercedes in Germany, you had all these big companies, and then in Japan you had Honda, Mitsubishi, Toyota. You had all these industrial companies there making their own automobiles and their own machines and everything, and it took off from there. And I'd say right here, this is the last vestiges of the feudal era, because you got to remember, dude, Japan was a war zone in a lot of eras. I mean, you want to talk about the conquest of Oda Nobunaga and how much it took for him to unite as much of the country as he did. Then he got assassinated, and then his second in command took over and united the rest of the country. And then there was the Meiji period where they pretty much confiscated everyone's weapons and said, "All right, we'll protect you now." And then the United States came in. I think it was the 1860s, and wanted to initiate trade, but signed some very unfair trade deals on the Japanese, to where the United States, Russia, and the UK could pretty much go in and out as they please and pretty much take whatever they wanted at rock bottom prices with no negotiations. And then after that, that's when the Japanese started getting more industrious, and they were able to catch up with the rest of the world, and then they decided to become an empire and try and take over the world, which, them conquering Manchuria, them conquering Korea, and also them conquering part of Russia. Oh, and not only that, but I know this is a sensitive topic for Japan, but there's a reason why Nanking is no longer the capital of China. Y'all can figure out why. But you see, it wasn't until the reformation and the reconstruction brought on after the United States came in and pretty much reinitiated their government and gave them a stimulus package that Japan pretty much became like the production, like technological production capital of the world. You want to think 1960s to the 1990s, everything was made in Japan. Everything was like manufactured in Japan. Everything was designed in Japan. And now that's tapered off. Now Japan has sort of shut itself off from the rest of the world and is now very, like, you think it's bad here in the States, so like our isolationism and our nationalism. Japan is like up, like way above us in terms of wanting to shut everything off from the rest of the world. Like, holy hell. But yeah, so anyway, what's up?
I was just thinking about something. So technically, if it was at the end of the Edo period that the demon was imprisoned there by Orokodaki, then he may not be like a super old dude.
I would say he's in his 50s or 60s, probably.
Yeah.
I would say
So
at least 55.
Whatever the period was called in between those two was not that long.
No, not at all.
So he could be, I would say he's probably in his 60s, because I would say to imprison a demon there, he would have had to be probably at least in his late teens, if I had to guess.
Yeah, you're right. So, all right, we're going to move.
Had to have been like right at the end of the period, too, like before he did.
Yeah.
And that would put him in like his late 50s, early 60s, or onward.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on from this. This was this was episode 4 of Demon Slayer, final selection. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know I sure as hell did. It's probably for me the best, like one of the best episodes. But yeah, I guess we're going to move on from here. We're going to keep on going with the next one. So I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
And just remember, if you want to see the full version of this, check for our Patreon. And if you are watching this on YouTube and you want to watch the version that actually includes footage, link down in the description to our Vimeo account, where you'll be able to find the video that actually includes footage. And as always, leave a like on the video. It helps us out a lot. It always helps when you support us like that. And I guess until next time, everybody, signing off, I'm Nate.
You already did
well,
this
yeah,
part.
we already did that. Yeah. So I guess until then, we'll see you then. Peace out.